on this Rubik's Cube icon. First of all, I just wanna drag a heading widget. So let's drag this heading widget from left side to the right side here. Now if you wanna change the text, you can change that from here just by triple clicking here, and you can change the text from this place, or from the left side just remove the text, and here I want it to say foreign day free. Now let's see, if you wanna make the alignment to centered, you can do that from here, or right aligned like this, but I just wanna keep it default, so I'm removing right. So by default it's going to the left side. Now if you wanna do any styling with it, go under style tab. From here, the first thing I wanna do, I wanna change its color. But you may remember I have set the global color for the H4 to our branded color. So for this heading, let's now go under content tab, and instead of H2, I wanna make it H4. So from here, I'm making it H4. You see, it's getting the branded color instantly. Now I just wanna change its size. So go under style tab. From here, let's open the typography just by clicking on this pencil icon. From here, I'm making its font size to 16 pixel. Then the weight, I'm making it to 500 like this. Now underneath that, I wanna add another heading widget. So click on the Rubik's Cube icon. From here, I'm dragging the heading widget underneath the existing heading here. Now here, instead of this text, I'm just pasting some text or heading text here. Now I wanna show you some other thing. Let's say I wanna add a line break within this launch and your this word here. All I can do in between the launch and your text here, I need to add a HTML tag. That's very easy. Within the tag, I just need to write BR. That will be automatically adding the space in between this launch and your word. I wanna do the same here. Right after the one and in between application, I wanna add another line break. So here, right after one, here within the tag, I'm just writing BR. It's simple like that. Now if you wanna change the color, or if you wanna play with its size, you just need to go under its style tab. From here, first of all, I'm just changing the text color to our global black main color. Then let's go to the typography. From here, I'm making the font size to 64 pixel. It's really big. Then I want to reduce the font weight to 400 like this. But here, I just want to make this application word to bolder. So to do it, let's now go under content tab. And here you see, this is the application word. So before the application, I wanna insert a tag that says B. So within the tag symbol here, I'm just writing B, and here I need to end the B tag just by writing like this. Within the tag, I'm writing a / and B. So within the starting and closing B tag, the application word is becoming bold. But let's say if you're not happy with this bold weight, if you want to make it more bolder, then you can do another thing here. So within the first tag, within the first B tag, just follow my cursor here. I'm making a space here, and I'm typing style equal. Then within the quotation, I'm just writing font dash weight, then a colon, and I'm making it to 900. You see, it's becoming more bolder. So here you can change this value to 900 to any other thing. If you just make it to 100, you see it's becoming thinner. But I just wanna make it more bolder, so instead of 100, I'm making it 900 like this. Then underneath this heading, I wanna add a paragraph. So let's click on the Rubik's Cube icon. From left side, this time I'm dragging this text editor widget underneath this heading here in this place. Now instead of this dummy text, I'm pasting some real text here. Now to do the styling, let's just go under the style tab. From here, the text color, let's select the global color. So from here, I'm selecting the black light color. Then let's open the typography. From here, I just wanna increase the font size to 18 pixel. Alright, by the way, if you notice here on this heading, seems like they are very busy, there is no space in between. So to adjust it, let's click over this heading, go under its style tab, let's open the typography. I just want to adjust its line height. So first of all, I'm selecting it in EM and I'm making it 1.2. Actually, it's too much, let's make it just 1.1. Right now, it looks perfect. Alright, now underneath this paragraph I wanna add a container. That would be basically a inner container. Okay, so to do it from here, let's drag this container underneath this paragraph here. And not actually one container, underneath this container I wanna take another container. So let's just duplicate this container one more time like this. So here we have got one container and underneath here is another inner container. And why am I saying this inner container? Okay, so to make you understand it properly, I'm going to take the help of the navigator. So whenever you want to open the navigator, just right click anywhere of the Elementor canvas, right click here and click on navigator, so you can understand their structure properly. Now first have a look. So if I scroll up a page, if I scroll up this page a little bit, here at the top we can see this is our main parent container. So if I click here, you see on the navigator this parent container has been selected, and within this container here we have got a container here, and underneath that here we have got another container that we have just taken. And I know sometimes it makes confusion. For that reason I always rename the container's name. So this is the parent container, so just double click over here and I'm naming it hero banner. Then here the first inner container, I'm renaming it to form wrapper, because within that I will be adding some form. Then the second inner container, I'm renaming it to feedback wrapper, because I will be inserting some feedback stuff within this inner container. Alright, so let's now start with the form wrapper, this container. You see, whenever I'm selecting the wrapper from the navigator, this inner container is highlighted here within the canvas. Okay, so with the first child container, the first thing I wanna do, I'm making the content width instead of boxed, that's the default value, I'm making it to full width. So if I move the navigator to the top here, you see the width is 100%, and you can control its width from this place. You see it says width, and by default it's set in percentage. If I move this bar to the left, you see the width is now decreasing like this, and I wanna keep it as 34% of width. Then I wanna give this inner container a background color, so go under style tab. From here let's select the background type to classic, and from the color picker I'm making its background color to pure white color. Then I wanna add some border with it, so from under style tab let's scroll down. Here you see it says border, just open it. First of all I'm making the border type to solid. Then have a look here. If I set the border width to 3 pixel, like here I'm putting 3, and if I minimize the bar for the moment, you see 3 pixel width has been added all around with the container. Actually we cannot see it because there is no content inside. Just open it for the moment. Here you see 3 pixel border has been added all around with this inner container. But I don't wanna apply the border with this whole container, I just wanna apply it on the left side. For that reason I'm just unlinking it, and to the top I'm making it 0, right and bottom also I'm making it 0. So here only at the left side the border has been applied. Then the left border color, I'm selecting it from the global color, and that would be the brand color. Also I wanna make their corners rounded, so from here I'm setting the border radius to 40 pixel. Next, with this inner container I also wanna apply some box shadow. So from here let's open the box shadow by clicking on this pencil icon, and from here first of all you can select the box shadow color from this color picker. Let's open the color picker. By default it's set to 0.5, but I want to reduce it more, so I'm dragging it to the left side, so it's now 0.2. you can see it here. Then from this place I'm making the vertical value to 15, the blur value I'm making it to 60, and here spread value I'm just making it to negative. So if you wanna make any value to negative, you can just click here on this down chevron icon like this, but instead of -1 I'm making it -10. Alright, now I also wanna work with its positioning. Actually, not positioning, I wanna work with its spacing. So let's scroll up, go under its advanced tab. Now first of all, let's unlink the margin from here, because I wanna only add some margin at the bottom. So here at the bottom I'm adding 30 pixel of margin, or let's just make it 20 pixel. And padding, here I'm setting 20 pixel. Let's just unlink it because I just wanna keep the 20 pixel of padding to the left side, and on the right I'm making it just 0, and at the top and bottom I'm making it to 10 pixel. Alright, now within this inner container I wanna add a form, so click on this plus icon. Now here I'm searching for form, so here's the form widget. Let's drag this form widget within this inner container here. So by default the form you can see here, this is the default Elementor form, but instead of that form I wanna create an inline form. So to do it, first of all, here you see there are 3 fields: name, email and messages. If you want to add more, you can add them by clicking on add items, but instead of adding items I just wanna use the email field here. For that reason I'm removing the name, just click on this X. Also let's remove the message from here, so click on the X. Now let's open the email field, and I don't want this label. Label is basically this text you can see here at the top, so I'm just removing it. So the label is empty, the type is email because this would be working as an email field. Now this is the placeholder, so this placeholder text you can see within the input field. So instead of email, here I'm just writing info@example.com. So people would understand they need to put their email address within this field. Alright, now here's the trick. So first of all, I'm making the column width to 80%, and then this is basically a button, you cannot see it yet. And my goal is I wanna set this button to the right side here. So to do it, let's just scroll down and open this button tab. First I'm making its column width to 20% like this. So you already understand that total width is 100%, and we have set the input width to 80% and this button width to 20%. That's why they are aligned within the same line. And here we cannot see the button text, but by default it says send, but instead of this send I just wanna use a right arrow icon here. So this send text is basically coming from here, so I'm removing this send from here, and like I said, instead I wanna just use a right arrow icon. So from here icon, click on this icon library, and from here you will find all the necessary icons, and here I'm searching for arrow, and in between them I wanna use this right arrow icon. Let's select it and click on insert. Still we cannot see it, but we can fix that from under style tab, but at least we can understand it. You see, here is the right arrow icon. Alright, now to style it properly, let's just go under style tab. From here let's just scroll down, and I'm opening the field tab. You see by default the border width is 1 pixel, that's why you can see this 1 pixel of border here, but I don't want that. That's why here I'm setting the border width to 0 pixel. Now we can no longer see the border here around. So we have designed the input field. Now I wanna design this button. So scroll down and open this buttons tab. So here the buttons text color, by default I wanna set it as our brand color, so we can say it here. And the default background color, I'm making it transparent, and to make it transparent we can just drag this bottom bar to the very left side like this. And then I wanna do the same thing with its hover term. So go under hover, here I'm making the background color to transparent color, so drag this bar to the very left, and then the text color, here I'm making it to the branded color, this one. So if I now hover over here, we can see the background is transparent and this arrow color is the branded color. And don't worry about these borders because it's basically coming from the global settings that we have set for the all buttons of this page. I will removing it particularly for this button by using some custom CSS. So for the moment, let's just keep it like this. So other than that, if I want to see the real preview, just minimize the bar from left side. It's looking great. Alright, let's open up the left bar from here. Now underneath this container, we have taken another container and we have renamed it to feedback wrapper. So this time I'm selecting the feedback wrapper, and similar like the form wrapper, I'm making its content width to full width, and here I'm making its width to 20%, or let's just make it 25%. And here I just wanna do some settings with the items. For the moment, just follow everything whatever I'm doing. I will explain them later why I'm doing this. So here I'm just making the direction to row, then the align items to centered, and here gap between elements I'm just making it to 10 pixel. Now within this feedback wrapper, I wanna take some inner container. So to do it, click on this plus icon. From here, let's drag a container here inside. So you see on the navigator within the feedback wrapper, we have got one container here, and I just wanna rename it. So here I'm typing left container, and then I wanna duplicate this container. So let's just right click here and click on duplicate, and I'm renaming it to right container. So instead of left, here I'm just writing right container. So here have a look on this navigator. Within the feedback wrapper, we have got two inner containers. One is left container and another is right container. And you may remember on this feedback wrapper, under the items, we have set the direction to row. As we have set its direction to row, that's why this left and right container is now one after another horizontally. But let's say if I now set the direction to column, you see the inner containers, the left containers and right containers are now vertically one after another. As my goal is to set them one after another horizontally, that's why I have set the direction to row. And here you have seen I have set the gap between elements is to 10 pixel. This 10 pixel is the gap in between these two containers. So instead of 10, if I just make it to 30, you see the inner space has been increased to 30 pixel, but I just wanna go back to 10 pixel. Very easy. Now within this left container, let's just click on this plus icon. Here I wanna insert an image widget. So from here, let's drag this image widget within this left container here. Now let's choose the image. From here, click on upload files. Now click on select files. Actually, I just wanna upload all of these images because we will be needing these images throughout the landing page. So let's select all of them together. Then click on open. So all of the images are uploading together here. Alright, so all the images has been uploaded. Now from these images, I'm selecting this image. Click on insert media. Here we can see the image. Now I just wanna align the image to the left side. So from here I'm making the alignment to left. Now let's select this right container. So I'm selecting it by clicking here over this container. And you see by default the gap between elements is 20, but for this right container I'm making its gap to 0. And here first of all I wanna add a heading widget, so click on this plus icon. Now let's drag this heading widget within this right container here, and I just wanted to say 30k. Now go under the style tab, I'm making its text color to our global black main color. Then from the typography, let's make its font size to 26 pixel, and also I'm making the font weight to 900. Now underneath this 30k heading, let's go to the Rubik's Cube icon. Here I just wanna drag another heading underneath this 30k heading here, and I just wanted to say feedback. Now go under style tab because I wanna change this text color to the global black light color. Now from the typography, I'm making its font size to 13 pixel, and here font weight to 500. Now let me explain the settings I have done with the right container. So let's select the right container here. you see this time I have not set the direction to row, because by default the direction is always set to vertical or the column. Because you see, if I select column, nothing is changing here because this is the default value. So let's deselect it. It will automatically getting the column by default. But let's say if I set the direction to row, you see this 30K heading and the feedback heading, they are now one after another horizontally. In this case, I don't want that. That's why I'm just setting the default value. That's basically this column or vertical value. All right. So far, whatever we have done, if you don't want to lose any of this work, don't forget to click on this green update button to save your work. And now if you want to preview the work on real browser, I mean outside of the Elementor page builder, then from here you need to click on this eyeball icon. So let's click here. Now we can see it on the real browser and it's looking really nice. But like I said, here we need to fix these global button settings, because I wanna apply these settings on other buttons, but this button is exceptional. That's why I just wanna remove the global button settings from this place. And also there is another thing. If you notice closely, like if I put my cursor here and start typing my email address, for example jimfdigital@gmail.com, actually whenever I started writing anything inside of this field, we can see a tiny border around this field here, but I don't want that in this place. Actually, it's called the focus outline. So if I wanna remove this focus outline from this place, then we need to add some custom CSS snippet here. And it's actually super easy. So let's just go inside Elementor page builder again. Now from here, I'm selecting its wrapper container, this container. It says form wrapper container. Now make sure you have selected the form wrapper container. From under its advanced tab, let's scroll down and open the custom CSS field. Now within this custom CSS field, we need to write some custom CSS code, but no worries because I already have written that code for you. To get that code, you can just go to jimfdigital.com. So like I said, you will find this page's link in the description. So from this page, if you scroll down a little bit, here it says remove input outline. So let's just copy this CSS snippet from here, go inside Elementor and paste the CSS code here. Now if I update the page, let's preview it on the real browser. Now have a look. If I start typing here like this, you see now we cannot see any outline border around this input field. So our first problem has been solved. Now I want to remove the global settings from this button. So to do it, now go inside Elementor page builder again, and here we need to add a few more lines of CSS code. To get that, go to jimfdigital.com. From here underneath this snippet, and if you scroll here, it says remove button global settings. Just copy this CSS snippet from here, go inside Elementor. Now right underneath this CSS code, I'm just hitting enter a couple more times to make some space and paste the code here. So with this specific button, I have just removed the padding value to 0. Also I have disabled the border. It's very simple like this. Now to save our work, click on this green update button. Then next, I wanna add few other things to make this hero banner area look more unique. So to do it, let's just select this first heading or heading 4. I wanna add a painted highlighter here around this text. So to do it, again, I will be applying some custom CSS code. Make sure you have selected this heading, go under its advanced tab. From here, open the custom CSS field, and to get the code, just go to jimfdigital.com. Let's scroll down. Here it says heading highlighter CSS. Just copy this CSS snippet code from this place. Now go inside Elementor and paste the CSS snippet here. But still we cannot see any changes here, because if you have a close look on this CSS snippet, actually you don't need to understand any of this. Just focus here. It says background image, and within this bracket here it says image URL. Actually here you need to put a image URL link. So to get the image URL link, you can just go back to your WordPress dashboard. from your WordPress dashboard. As we have already uploaded all the images, so you can find the image from the media to, let's go to library. Now from inside library, actually I'm looking for this image, so let's select the image. And all the images you have uploaded to the Elementor, they all have their unique URL. So to get this image's URL, if you have a look to the right bottom corner, you see here is the image's URL. So you can just copy the image's URL from this place, or you can simply click on copy URL to clipboard button. It says copied. Now go inside Elementor page builder, and here just remove this image URL text from here and paste the URL in this place. So here we can see this beautiful shape around the text. By the way, I have positioned it depending on my text that is 14-day free, but let's say if you wanna play with its position, you can do that from this place. It says left and top. So from left, by default I have set it to 40 pixel. For example, if you wanna change it to any other value, for example, instead of 40, if I write here 80, you see it's moving more from the left side, but instead of 80 here I just wanna keep it to the previous value, that's 40 pixel. Then from top I have set the value to 40%, but if you want you can play with that. So instead of top 40% you can put here 50%, so it's now more down from top. But instead of 50% I just want to keep it to the default 40%, so it looks perfect at this moment. And again, don't get overwhelmed all these CSS codes, because all these CSS codes are optional. You see, I have used this shape to make this area look more unique, but if you don't want that, then you don't need to add this CSS snippet as well. All these are just additional work to make our page more unique. You got it, right? Alright, now from the navigator, let's just minimize the form wrapper. Also, let's minimize the feedback wrapper. And actually at this moment, this hero banner is looking great. If you want, you can just keep it like this. But here, I just wanna show you how to make it more cool just by adding a few moving elements. Okay, so to do it, I just wanna add some images right underneath this feedback wrapper container. So to do it, let's click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and from here I just wanna drag this image widget underneath this feedback wrapper inner container, not within this container, just outside of this feedback wrapper container here. So let's drag this image widget underneath this container here, but you see sometimes it's difficult to put it in the perfect place. For that reason, instead of putting the image here, I'm just putting here at the top of the paragraph here. I know within Elementor it's sometimes frustrating, but now I just wanna drag this image widget from the navigator. I'm just dragging it underneath the feedback wrapper here. Okay, so it's now under the feedback wrapper container here. Underneath we have got our image. Alright, let's select the image. So for the first image here, I'm selecting this leaf image. Now click on insert media, and you know what, here I actually wanna add 4 images, so I just wanna duplicate this image, and to duplicate it just hover over on this blue pencil icon. From here let's duplicate it. Let's duplicate it one more time, and let's duplicate it one last time. So here we have got 4 images. Let's change the second image from here, select it. From here let's change this image, and I want to replace this image with this triangle. Let's now click on insert media. Then the third image, let's replace it. Let's replace it with these colorful dots. Select it and click on insert media. And the fourth image, let's replace it with these line shapes with this one. Let's click on insert media. Alright, so for the moment I'm just closing the navigator so you can watch it properly. Alright, so first let's select the first leaf image. Now go under its advanced tab. Actually I wanna set its position to absolute, so from here position I'm making it to absolute. Then from left I'm setting its value to 130 pixel, and from top I'm setting its value to 230 pixel. So its position has been changed. Just have a look. It's now sitting here because from left we have set its position to 130. That's why from left side it's now 130 pixel left side, and from top we have set the value to 230. So from top it's now under 230 pixel here in this place. And I will of course show you how to animate this image automatically, but before that I wanna make you understand another concept, that's the z-index concept. At this moment, if you have a look on this image, you see this image is at the top of this text, but I don't want that. I want the text at the top and this image should go underneath this text. So to do it, we need to use the z-index property. Basically, the element will have the higher z-index value that will sit at the top, and the element will have the lower z-index value that will go underneath. So at this moment, if we set its z-index value from here, if I set it to 0, and then let's select this heading widget, go under its advanced tab. From here, if I set its z-index to 0, you see nothing is changing because its z-index is 0 and this heading z-index is also 0, but instead of 0, if I now